good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny.
It's week 9 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Jamar Chase. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Bengals and the Bills on Sunday night.
It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, it's a rematch of last year's hard-fought AFC Divisional Round matchup, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Well, here come the Bills for their first possession, led out by their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6. It's Josh Allen.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go, but if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's up. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 17 carries, 60 yards.
Sitting 10th in the league in rushing isn't bad, but it's also not as high as where he knows he should be with how talented he is. There's definitely another gear there, and hopefully their game plan gives him an opportunity to hit it and put together one of his best performances of the season.
Now Allen throwing on second down. This one to the former Robbie Anderson, now Robbie Chosen. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe-Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Bengals at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Pass is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Going
back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they
taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Burrow will throw. They've got his man complete. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Bengals. Irv Smith Jr. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, state about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it, and he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
And no thought of a return here for Hines. James Cook running back out now. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized for the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Cheetah Bay and he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
He will find his man Chase complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Burrow looking to pass. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Oh, fighting off the defender. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
3rd and goal. Burrow. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Touchdown! Jamar Chase with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off the hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
On play action, Allen. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Daxton Hill in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got his target. That's complete. Now inside the 25. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a...
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him. Maybe even have a 3rd person in the area and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his. Because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good.
Gun.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. The catch and run good for 24 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line.
At the 37-yard line.
Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. So not only is that his third touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. McPherson on for the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. James Cook and the Buffalo offense returning to work now. He's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And Davis will have a Bills first down as he'll get this out past the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Well, you see the speed there of Daxton Hill reaching him before he could get back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He stiff arms him. And out across midfield down to the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Allen. That's over the middle, caught by Chosen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Allen going to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to come.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And again, it's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Here's Allen. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Bills! James Cook, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Bills 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 2. officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all of those things? But the best players show up each and every week. Solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has shown up time and time again.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's good for a Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase, 38 yards. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
And a great example there of just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this.
Well, I think the drills get better, that they work on training camp, off-season work, OTAs, but also a lot of these guys have dance backgrounds, ballet backgrounds, and they take that and carry it over to the football field.
Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
It's complete, and he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Gabe Davis and the Bills offense set to get back to work.
Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? He's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out because...
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Flush to his right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation,
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Andre Yoshibas with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
oh, without a doubt, that one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
McPherson now for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. Gabe Davis and the offense getting the football back here. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Daxton Hill, his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. He will find his man Chase complete, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain his...
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Mixon punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5, and he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Bills ready to take over. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. On the slant, he's got Davis. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Alert, alert, alert.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart on points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost.
Stephon Diggs
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play here for Buffalo. 45 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out to this
touchdown. Dawson Knox, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead.
Here we go.
Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock.
11.
But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On third down, Burrow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Burrow going for it on fourth. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. An option handoff here to Mixon.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And quickly, they get to the line. Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Play action. Now it's Allen.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. A big play here for Buffalo. 55 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Alert!
On 1st down, Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD. So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And no thought of a return here for Hines. And here come the Bills. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit down.
And now here is another interception. It's DJ Turner who's got it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. They'll get this down to the 38.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
2nd down and 6 now.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, it's Mixon. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get forward down.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And just shutting him off there. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And it's good, but it's also of little consequence as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the